Thank you. Okay, one more. Oh God, oh Jesus, no. Anytime I'm around this many women, especially adult, motherly, earth tone wearing women, some with gurgling babes on lap, some brimming pots of estrogen just waiting for the right little tadpole to jump in, I get cold sweats, dizzy, blurry-eyed claustrophobia, as if the gaseous fumes exuding from their soft pin heads take up the rest of the space in the room, filling up all around me like the innards of some poisonous balloon. Their sisterly nag walks, bleeding axe wounds, nutritious home-cooked meals, kitchen timers. I have to get out of here. 18 months overdue again or not. I look down at my core and grieve at it for making me need the same things they do. I'm about half a foot from the door, on my way out, when I hear the voice of a heavy-thighed nurse, volunteer, whatever, call out, Cara Lee Robinson? I stand frozen, plagued with indecision, responsibility versus tremendous humility and pain. I'm governed by the latter, continuing with my final step to the door. Excuse me, aren't you Cara Lee? She's followed me. Fuck toast. This shouldn't be allowed, this kind of intrusion, this break in the anonymity code. Yes, I squeeze out, much to my own dismay, a million fake names rolling around in my head that I could have claimed instead. Well, it's time for your appointment, dear. Please follow me. Yes, but I'm on my way out. I've just remembered something terribly important I have to do right now. I'm sorry, but I have no choice but to reschedule. Only I'm not saying that. Only my feet are following her, carrying me off to a room I don't want to be going to. After the initial heart-beating blood pressure test and waiting on the little cushion platform for what feels like an hour in this no-clock room, a 4-foot-tall, white-haired woman with fur on her chin and a full-body lab coat comes through the door. Well, why don't you have your gown off by now? She looks down at my file. Cara Lee. Oh, you can just call me Cara. That's besides the point. Now please take off your clothes and drape this in front of you. I'll pop outside for 1 minute. I feel like crying, like clawing the skin off my neck. She has no patience with me, I know this. So I strip, ashamed, wanting nothing more than to run out the door, grab my file from her, and peel out in a lavish gust of parking lot dust and screeching tires. There's nothing in the world worse than the feeling of a pap smear. Except maybe the feeling following a pap smear. Spastic muscle clenching. Invisible sex organ suddenly woken from hibernation, pierced and burning from pelvis to clogged throat. She adjusts my feet in the pot-holder-cloaked feet bars. Oh boy, do I feel at home now, hokey mama free clinic. And tells me to slide my ass down towards her. I feel a trickle of hot fluid in the corner of one eye, my opening below breathing into her face, moist and hyperventilating. Her hands move on me, I jump. She says, please just relax now, Cara Lee. Relax is the last thing I can do. This is all a mistake, I just know it. Letting a bearded midget violate me, displaying my bowels to this evil little prick. I vow that this will be the last time. I'd rather take my chances with explosive vaginal discharge than go through this torture. She abruptly shoves the cold KY-soaked metal claws far enough inside of me to grab hold of my internal nose horn. She's pushing and poking all around, jamming, forcing until finally it clicks shut. She's got a hold of it now, clamped on it. That's where it is, and it's hers. Metal penetrating, gouging imprints. Then she slides a long, sharp straw up through the middle. It's piercing right through me, cold and long and thin. I feel it turning all around, the end of it scooping up whatever magical cervix slime it can, and then she pulls it back out and plops it into the waiting glass vial. And for the next 4 or 5 days, I'm left with the feeling of physical injustice. Like no matter what I do, no matter how tight I clench my legs and kegels and guts together, there's just no way to rub or comfort that bashful part of my body, jammed way up inside. I can feel pressure, the sensation specifically on it, just as familiar as any scraped knee outside body part, clenching and needing to be comforted after such brutality. But it's on the ugly side and there's just no getting to it. A guy can always reach down and pull, tug, or scratch his floppies anytime needed. I wonder if he knows what he's missing out on, to not have genitals tucked up inside of unreachable you, and only seriously feel it when the metal claw clamps and scrapes, the straw pierces and pokes, and you're left in a state of tense muscle clenching. So yeah, not enough body parts to go around. Thank you.